This is the new DJI MIC 3, twice as small as its predecessor, the MIC 2, but now packed with tons more advanced features. Proof that good things do come in small packages. These features include adaptive gain control, lossless uncompressed audio transmission, 2-level active noise cancelling, 32-bit float dual file internal recording, 3 voice tone presets and group sync technology with 4-channel output, and a maximum of 4 transmitter plus 8 receiver audio network. Weighing just 16 grams with magnet, almost every aspect of this microphone has been upgraded for professional video production, with even integrated timecode for seamless editing. Those are some impressive stats. Let's see what's inside the charging box. So inside this neat little charging case, which has a locking function on the front, is pretty much everything you need to get started in professional video and audio production. The only thing that they haven't crammed in there is a USB-C cable. We have the transmitters. 2 of these are both equal in size to just one DJI MIC 2. How they've done that is incredible. Then we've got the receiver in the middle, and when you open the lid, this displays both the battery life of all 3 units and how much storage space is left in the individual transmitters. In this case, 42.5 hours worth. Staggering. Then we've got the USB-C adapter for attaching the receiver to, say, your smartphones or other DJI cameras. In the lid, we have 2 windshields, and now an upgraded 3.5mm jack with a spring-loaded coil and a little brass locking wheel to attach to the receiver so it doesn't accidentally come apart. Attached to the inside of the lid are 2 magnets, and these are for attaching your microphones to clothes, for instance. And these are a little bit smaller and thinner than the ones on the DJI MIC 2, and they just sit there in the lid. And speaking of magnets, we now have a new feature on the transmitter, which is a twisting base magnet. And this is for angling the microphone in the direction of sound. Really big fan of this, but the sheer size of this microphone is what is hugely appealing to me. Being able to discreetly attach it to a baseball cap, for instance, allows for close-up vocal audio with crystal clear tones. Now, how they've managed this small form factor is helped by the elimination of the USB-C ports on the old DJI mics. Connection to your computer now happens through the charging case. Simply slot the microphone into its bay, and within a few seconds, the computer will mount the microphone just like any flash drive or SSD, ready for file transfer. And it can do both microphones at the same time. So one of my favorite features on the new MIC 3 is what's called adaptive gain control for balancing volume levels. Excuse you. So on the old DJI MIC 2, you had the option to record a mono safety track, which automatically captured audio 6 decibels below the other mono track. Plus we had that 32-bit float recording. The DJI MIC 3 has taken things one step further with what's called dual level adaptive gain for automatic volume adjustment. Our first option is dynamic mode, and this is for scenarios where 2 or more people can use the same microphone in a room within a 1 meter distance, and the volume is going to be adjusted to balance out those voices to prevent any uneven loudness. And this is particularly useful for podcasting or interviews. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The second option is called automatic mode, and this will be your go-to gain control for environments like Piccadilly Circus, where there's a lot going on, sporting events, or trackside at the motorbikes. And the auto adaptive gain will prevent clipping and distortion. Without the automatic adaptive gain, I run the risk of clipping my audio when I have to raise my voice because of buses. Equally, in quieter environments, it's going to do the opposite and raise those vocal levels. This is switched off by default, so you will have to switch it on in the receiver menu. You can, of course, use the receiver gain dial to manually adjust your volume levels, but the adaptive gain feature is such a fail-safe that you shouldn't really need to. Now, white noise or environmental sounds when you're in a city, for instance, can be a real challenge if you're a vlogger or content creator. That's where the DJI MIC 3 steps things up a gear with some brand new features. Firstly, the active noise cancelling with not 1, but 2 levels of algorithm. Now this is switched off by default, but if we head into the transmitter menu and swipe right, we now have noise cancelling and voice tone presets, which we're going to look at shortly. Tapping on the waveform button gives us either basic mode or strong mode. So let's perform a quick demonstration with the environmental noise here in Trafalgar Square. We've got water fountains, a lot of traffic, and loads of people. So this is capturing audio using the DJI Mic 3 without any noise cancelling whatsoever. Switching over to the basic mode offers much cleaner audio, eliminating that white noise behind me, while enabling strong mode offers the maximum amount of noise cancellation, almost completely removing background noise, isolating my vocals with some clever algorithms, making this wireless microphone the perfect companion for the street blogger. Even the noise from indoor environments like a table fan can be handled with ease using this feature. This is with no noise reduction, pretty intrusive white noise going on. And this is with strong mode, pretty impressive stuff straight out of the box with no audio editing experience required in post-production. Right, so the range or distance between the transmitter and the receiver has now increased from 250 meters on the DJI Mic 2 to 400 meters on the Mic 3. So let's test this out. Okay, so I've mounted my 400mm lens on the Sony. I'm going to walk down there as far as possible to see if these two devices can still talk to one another. This is hot today. I can't actually see him anymore. Right, I'm gonna push it all the way to the swing park. How's this? Can you still hear me? Ooh. Right, so that was well over 250 meters. Whether it can do the stated 400 meters is kind of beyond the scope of this test, but we'll just have to trust them. Why you would want to film any further than this is beyond me. There is one thing you have to do in order to get these new distances and switch off the new lossless feature in the menu. We'll talk about that right now. When lossless audio transmission is enabled, the transmitter can send 48 kilohertz of 24-bit audio to the receiver, achieving high fidelity transmission for things like musical instruments. Complementing this lossless technology, we also have dual band anti-interference performance, choosing either indoor or outdoor environments, of which you can choose these modes when powering up the device. Both support automatic frequency hopping between 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, offering stable transmission even in high interference places like exhibition venues, shopping malls, and of course, live streaming. So let's revisit that menu next to the active noise cancelling called voice tone presets. Yet another new feature on the Mic 3, which offers 3 vocal types for optimal recording. Regular, rich, and bright. Regular mode offers that crystal clear audio that we've come to know and expect from the DJI Mics 1, 2, and Mini. Selecting rich mode boosts those bass notes for that podcast style vocal tone. And our final choice is bright mode, and this is going to do the opposite of rich and enhance those high tones. And this is going to balance out like a booming bass voice. All of these presets make it easy for inexperienced editors to capture better quality audio. Now, perhaps the biggest upgrade of the lot is what DJI calls group sync. On the older Mic 2, we were limited to a 1 receiver and 2 transmitter connection, and nothing more. The new DJI Mic 3 has improved things quite considerably. Not 2, but 4 transmitters can simultaneously connect to 1 receiver, making this ideal for efficient group collaboration. Plus, 1 master receiver can connect to 7 sub-receivers, using a separately purchased hot shoe connector for Sony cameras. And connecting the receiver, you can now set quadraphonic recording within the receiver menu and capture 4 independent audio tracks in 48 kilohertz 24-bit. I mean, the real world uses for group sync collaboration is vast. Integrated timecode. This is a new feature on the DJI Mic 3, and it's going to meet the requirements of professional video production. And what this does is ensure precise audio and video synchronization. And it's so accurate that deviation between devices is less than 1 frame within a 24-hour period. That's NASA accurate. Right, so how this works is fairly straightforward. We have 2 video cameras set up, each with a receiver that has been connected to each other. The cameras ideally should have timecode capability, which the A7S III does. Then navigate to timecode feature in the main menu, switch this feature on, making sure the frame rate is identical to the frame rate of the cameras, in this case 30 frames per second. Then click sync. So the main receiver will be responsible for the generation and synchronization of timecodes on the second mic receiver, shown as master run and auto jam respectively. Hit record on both cameras and the audio captured by both receivers will also capture the timecode information directly into the video clip's audio track. Once in post-production, software like DaVinci Resolve, you can easily drag the clips onto the timeline and auto-align these clips perfectly using the timecode audio signal. I mean, this is particularly useful for multi-camera setups and seamless editing in post-production. And we're not just confined to cinema cameras either. Timecode is available for mobile phones and other DJI cameras like the OSMO Action 4 and 5 or the OSMO Pocket camera. So let's talk about the operating upgrades over the Mic 2, starting with battery life. An incredible 8 hours on these tiny transmitters. That's 2 hours longer than the Mic 2, which is twice as big. Although we have lost the 3.5mm audio jack, so you cannot plug in a lavalier microphone anymore. That's the price you pay for compact microphones. Battery on the receiver has increased from 6 hours to 10 hours. I mean, I was literally filming all day for this YouTube video and still had half a tank of juice left over in both, and I never even touched the second transmitter. Incredible performance, and it doesn't stop there. The charging case has a whopping 28 hours worth of battery, which you can charge all 3 units 2.4 times over before it needs recharging. Inserting the transmitters or receiver into the case for just 5 minutes will replenish the batteries for an extra 2 hours worth. 1 hour's charging will get you all the way back up to 100%. I mean, battery technology is just something else these days. Smart power saving modes on the Mic 3 also include auto power saving, auto power off, and my favorite, auto on off, when you switch the camera on and off. Now, 32-bit float. This was a feature available on the DJI Mic 2, and it's basically a RAW file with a wide dynamic range, which can reduce the risk of clipping your audio because you can recover it in post-production. And this is, of course, available on the DJI Mic 3, but with an upgrade. If we switch this feature on, which is the last item in the transmitter menu, what this means is 2 audio tracks are saved to the internal storage on the transmitters, one containing the raw wide dynamic range file and the other an algorithm enhanced audio file. And having both ensures high quality backup audio in post-production when recovering potentially clipped audio or just having audio files that need no processing whatsoever. I guess the only other thing to mention about the DJI Mic 3 is what's called OSMO audio. And this is a kind of DJI ecosystem that allows seamless connection between the DJI products. Using the USB-C adapter, these receivers can plug directly into the OSMO Action 4, 5 Pro, and the OSMO Pocket 3 for premium audio recording. The Mic 3 is also compatible with DJI's latest creation, the OSMO 360, which I recently did a review on the channel. I'll pop links in the description to that. OSMO audio is either compatible using the receiver plugged directly into the side of the USB-C port or by using Bluetooth technology at 48 kilohertz. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more photography content, and I'll see you on the flip side.